Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a tutorial for prom. It is the natural but not natural prom makeup look. If you'd like to see this, please keep watching. So I'm gonna be starting this look with this little sample. This is my First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. This stuff I just started getting into. I got this as a sample a while ago and I just started loving it. Well, I just started using it and then I loved it, but this is just such an awesome thing if you're the girl who likes to simplify your beauty routine. This takes care of your moisturizing and your priming, and so far I've been loving this. I don't see any difference between using this compared to separate steps like my favorite moisturizer or my favorite primer. This stuff is pretty great, and overall I feel like it just does a really good job. Like the coverage is really nice. Now, because it is prom, I am gonna do color correcting. You definitely don't have to do any sort of color correcting, but I just figured, so if you want to do it all, and if you have dark circles, I would recommend doing some sort of color underneath your eyes before you do your concealer. I personally don't have super dark under eyes, but especially with finals, lately I guess I have. So this is just a really easy, quick step. I'm sorry, I totally ignored the product. This is the Dior number 200 Fix It color, and it's just this really easy little retractable stick. It's so easy to use. Just a little bit more coverage. Can never have too much coverage for prom. The next color corrector I'm gonna be using is my Stila One Step Color Correct. This stuff I love. I've been using this for a really long time and I actually just repurchased it. This is one of those products that you do wanna rub in one direction. Sorry. Why do I have to laugh? It just makes it worse. So you want to rub this in one direction because when I've already put primer on my face, I just feel like it can kind of like collect. If you guys know what I'm talking about. Certain products, if you rub them in a circular motion, they kind of like bead together a little bit. So it'll look a little shiny on camera until it like kind of sets in and then it kind of like mattifies a little bit. So because I did just use another primer, I am just gonna put my foundation on my face. But if you guys are worried about being too dry for prom as well as everyday makeup, I recently learned that you can mix. Thank you to the lovely man at Sephora who helped me last week with this. He gave me this tip and it's amazing. All you do is take whatever foundation you have and apply a little bit of a super hydrating moisturizer, and after you mix it together, it makes it so nice. The finish is beautiful. I mean, I don't know about mixing with every single foundation. I've been using it with my Makeup Forever HD foundation, and this is a new favorite of mine, but it's worked really well for me. It's really easy to do. If you guys would like to see it, I have another full face coverage video that I will link in the description specifically for prom. I'm basically doing the same thing here. So I don't know why I made two separate videos. At first I was gonna make two separate ones and I was like, you know, why not do the whole shebang? So with the foundation, you can use a foundation brush if you prefer. I am gonna use my beauty blender just because I feel like when I'm worried about my skin drying out, I feel like the beauty blender does a good job of really settling into the skin, where sometimes my brush kind of just like sticks on top of the skin and it can get kind of cakey looking. So a little story while I'm doing my foundation, because why not? It's actually like right in the middle for finals for me, and I actually just recorded this same video a few days ago to try and be ahead of finals, but I actually had time and I was like, you know, I kind of want to do my makeup. No, first I said I kind of want to edit my video so I can get it up, and then I was looking at it and I hated it. I just hated everything about it. I'm redoing it. I'm gonna do it better this time, I hope. And I was just tired, I think. I had just been studying all day and I just was not very entertaining. I was like, I don't even want to watch myself. Who in their right mind is gonna want to sit there and watch me either? I'm gonna throw some quick primer on the eyes. I'm gonna be using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. You can use whatever primer you want. I was actually going to originally make this video an affordable makeup look, and then I decided I have a lot of makeup that I got for this to be the affordable part, but then I realized there were actually so many other makeup products that I was gonna use as a part of it that I don't think I could necessarily call it an affordable makeup look. So I just felt a little funny like calling it that kind of video. I will do that eventually, but I just didn't have enough for prom, I think, so gotta wait. Yeah, I know, guys, gotta cover up that sports bra, sorry. Maybe finals is getting to me. I still sound like a crazy person in this video. Now you can go in with your favorite concealer. My new favorite is currently the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light to Medium Honey. This stuff, oh my God. This is easily replacing my YSL concealer as my new favorite. And I don't know, it's just like, there's nothing like it. It's just amazing. The formula to this is incredible. I've never used a concealer like this. I highly recommend this. If you're gonna get anything from this video, get this. All right, and then I'm just gonna also use my beauty blender. Now we are going, sorry, I clap on camera sometimes and then it's super loud, so I apologize. I gotta just keep my hands down. It's an Italian thing, I know, stereotypes, oh God. What am I doing today? So now I'm going to go in with my setting powder. I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever HD Defining Powder. This stuff is amazing. This is definitely a favorite of mine, and I'm gonna use the little Makeup Forever Kabuki brush. This is my favorite little brush. I just think it's so cute. A little disclaimer, don't breathe in or try to speak at the same time. And all right, so it really helps to actually put this product, just the setting powder, directly over your eyes after they've already been primed. Well, it really doesn't look like it does all that much, but I think overall it holds the color, and like, it's just fun. Just use your little Kabuki brush and just go crazy. All right, so if you'd like to do bronzer, go ahead and go for it. I am gonna actually be using my Clinique Chubby stick. This is my little contour stick, and I love this stuff so much. I'm just gonna be doing, ooh, that's a little thick. I'm gonna be doing a thin line, kind of in the direction of where my ear goes, but it's really supposed to be the shadow of your cheekbone. And then I'm also gonna apply this. I usually apply this on my forehead, probably a little too much, but we'll blend, we will blend. Because I just used this cream formula, I am gonna use my beauty blender for this. Blend it out. I think it just blends better than like a brush does. So just back and forth motions, just blotting it in. Still blotting. Love that. So it's gonna be a lot more defined right now, but we will blend it in more after when I do a little bit of highlight, and then we'll blend it out so it looks a little bit more natural. And I'm just gonna blend up by my forehead. Anybody else's arm ever get tired with this much blending? Because like I thought I was in shape, but then when my arms, after I blend like a lot in a row, I'm like, oh my God, I must be weak. Now, so because I look pretty fair skinned, I am actually going to put some bronzer over this, but you don't have to at all. If you want to just use your little bit of contour. I like this for this natural look because it does really look natural, but I think I could use a little bit more color, so I'm gonna do that. So I really want to use a big fluffy brush for this, just because I don't want this to be too concentrated. I'm gonna be using the Morphe E41 powder brush. This one I love. I normally use this for a different setting powder, but I am gonna use it for my bronzer today. It'll look more natural, I think. So just get some good, oh, did I say what I'm using? I don't know, I'm gonna say it again if I didn't. This bronzer is another favorite of mine. Usually when I find something that I love this much, I'll consistently buy it for years. I've had this bronzer for at least the last 3 years, and I've rebought it pretty much 3 times since I forgot it the first time. This is the Too Faced Sun Bunny bronzer. It's a natural bronzer, and I just like the combination of the two, so I do swirl my brush around because you don't want to just pat it in there and just get like one side a little dark, one side a little lighter. So I'm gonna just apply this all over my face very lightly. I don't think I need that much product. All right, so I definitely feel a lot more bronzed. I like that a lot better. That's just such a beautiful color. I feel like it really looks good on any skin tone. So guys, I zoomed you in. I'm gonna be doing my eyes next. I'm gonna be using the Morphe Bronzed Mocha Palette. This is a new favorite of mine. I actually just purchased this because it just came back in stock, and I so far love it. It is perfect for all things natural. It's got beautiful brown tones and just like so many neutrals, so many like matte shades and shiny shades, and just gorgeous. So this is what we're gonna use today. First, I'm gonna start this with just a plain matte shade. So I'm gonna use the first row, the center shade right here. It's a little pinky, it's a little brown. It's just gonna be a really nice base. I'm gonna be using my Sephora Pro Smoky Shadow Brush. This is the number 30. It's just like a really nice fat shadow brush, and it's great for smoky eyes like it says, but this is nice when you have like a big area that you just want to cover, so this makes like covering your lid like really quick. Very subtle, but it's gonna look pretty when we mix the shimmer shades in. So around my crease, I'm just making like a little bit of an arch shape so I don't go too far up on my crease, because I am gonna use a different crease color, but I would just do that and just be done right there. That's just such a pretty shade. All right, since I've already done the light shade, I am actually gonna stick with this brush and go in with a little bit of a darker shade. I think I want something that's gonna be a little bit darker, but not noticeably super dark. So I'm gonna move to the second row, and it's the second shadow in from the left. Yes, I know my right and left. From the left here. So it's a little bit darker. It has the same kind of undertone that the lighter shade did, which is why I think it's just gonna look pretty together. This may actually be the crease color that I used too. I could have moved to this brush to do exactly what I just did. It's basically, it would have done the same thing. This one I'm just gonna use to carry this shade up into the crease. This is my Sephora Pro Bullet Crease brush. So I am just gonna very lightly, I'm gonna make sure to tap off the excess and just very lightly carry this up into my crease. I'm not gonna go all the way across because, again, really sticking with that natural. I want it to look like I'm not wearing that much makeup, but I still want to look done up enough for prom. I do want to throw a little shimmer in there because, come on, it's prom. You know, we want to do something here, so we want to do something here, right? Okay, so I'm going to go right underneath that shade, and I'm going to actually pull this. It looks exactly like the first shade that I used, but it's just a shimmery version and a little bit pinkier. And for that, I actually love how light this dome or the bullet crease brush is. So I'm actually gonna use this again. Before I grab that shadow, I'm actually just gonna rub this brush on my hand just to knock out some of that darker shadow that I just applied, just so it doesn't mess with this shade. And then what I'm gonna do before I apply the shimmer shadow is take the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus spray. I can't talk today, I'm sorry guys. And then I'm going to spray some on my bullet crease brush. This is just gonna help that shimmer shade really stick, and it definitely helps to bring out the shimmer. And then I'm gonna first start with the very inner part. So as you can see, I'm literally just covering the lid. I'm not going all the way to the inner corner or to the outer corner. I'm really just trying to stick towards the center, and I'm not carrying it too far up to my crease because I don't want to mess with that. So not too shimmery. I think that that shade is absolutely perfect, exactly the amount of shimmer that you want for a natural prom look. So that is perfect for the top lid. I'm now going to use my Sephora Pro smudge brush. This is the number 11. This is just a really nice little flat edged brush. All I'm going to do with this shade here is actually go back and grab this darker matte shade. It's not super dark, which is why it'll look really nice under the eyes. So I'm just kind of dabbing a little bit onto that. And then I'm just going to hold down on my lower lash line and just kind of get it really close to my waterline and bring it about 3/4 of the way across. Remember, you didn't set this, so it's really easy if it's too much just to grab your pinky fingers and kind of run it over, because if it looks too defined, you don't want to have eyes that look super shut in all your pictures. All right, guys, so all I'm doing now is taking the Tarte Inner Rim Liner pencil. This is perfect because this isn't like a white shade, but it's kind of like a skin tone, like a fleshy color. So this is perfect to actually put on your waterline, and this will help make your eyes look a lot more awake, especially in pictures. This is just such a really easy step and just a really nice addition to your makeup look. As you can see, it's very subtle, but definitely makes a difference. And now I'm going to go in with a brown eyeliner. I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner, just in the brown shade, and I'm going to apply a very thin, very close line to my lashes. You definitely don't have to do this if you want to keep it super natural, but I think it's a nice addition to your overall eye look once you go in and apply some lashes. Okay, so all I did was, first of all, my camera died, so I utilized the time that I normally turn the camera off anyway to put on my false lashes, and I just wanted to go back to it quickly so you guys could see my lash glue is drying, and this stuff is the best. If you're not a pro lash applier like I'm totally not, I use the Duo Lash Adhesive. This is in the white clear shade, so it goes on white and then it will turn clear. So as you can see the white right now, but I just did it on the other eye and it's totally gone. This stuff works amazing, especially for prom. I recommend on Amazon. This specifically is like $3. It's It's worth your investment for sure. And then another thing is, if you're not good at applying false lashes, like I admit it, I love makeup and I've tried so many times. It's so hard for me to apply lashes sometimes, and I just got this thing. Oh my God, it's the best thing ever. I don't know why I never bought this before. I thought about it like a year ago and then I was like, I probably don't need it. Tweezers are the same thing. No, they are not the same thing. This thing is so helpful. It's crazy. This is by Sephora. It's like the Bullseye Lash Applier or something like that. I don't know what it is, but this curve just holds your lashes. You put the glue on, blow on it, wait 30 seconds or whatever, attach it, and then the other side has like this little pointy end where you can go in and kind of like touch it down to the right spot where it needs to be. It's just an amazing tool. It's so helpful. I can't believe I've never used it before either. Why do mine look uneven? Is that better? It's hard for me to tell in this, so I hope they're on all right. But sometimes false lashes are not easy. Definitely get this. I should be the spokesperson for that because that was pretty good. No, not really. I know it's not. I just say how great it is and then don't explain why very well. All right, also, before I forget to mention, the lashes that I'm using are the Sephora Collection lashes in the number 3. This is the Astonish lash, and this is in the Natural Curl false lash. So I do really like these because they do look very natural compared to other false lashes. I am going to do my bottom lashes just so they do look more natural because that kind of helps even it out a little bit. So I'm going to be using this very awesome mascara for bottom lashes. This is the Makeup Forever Excessive Lash, and this has a very thin brush. So I just found it's really nice. It's very basic. I feel like it's really nice for your bottom lashes. Okay, I'm going to focus before I mess this up. Okay, so as you can see, nothing crazy, just a little bit more definition, so it does even it out a little bit. Because this is a natural look and the lashes kind of speak for themselves, you definitely don't need to do a top coat of mascara. When I say top coat, I just mean the top lashes, that's what I meant to say. So it's really up to you what you want to do. Okay, so I totally did that out of order. I don't know why I did all of my eye look and didn't even finish my face. So we gotta go back and do that. I've been wanting like a highlight powder that doesn't actually have the glitter in it, but I haven't bought one yet. So kind of like the closest thing that I have to that, and still a product that I absolutely love, is this Milk Makeup Stick in the shade Lit. This is just their highlighter. And what I'm actually gonna do with this, because I used a creamy contour, I'm just gonna do, this is a really thick stick, so I'm just gonna do like one line that kind of comes up to where my contour is. And then I'm also going to apply this just at the tops of my cheeks. So you can see it's still gonna be really noticeable, but it still looks nice with the contour. Sorry, I cannot talk today, guys. Ugh. And then you can of course use whatever you want to blend it. I'm going to use my beauty blender just because I really prefer to use this when it comes to creamy contours or highlighters or whatever I'm using that's cream. I just really prefer to use my beauty blender. I'm just gonna kind of blend it into the contour just a little bit, but I am actually gonna go back in with a brush and kind of make sure, just in case it looks a little too sharp, just kind of go over it just a little bit before I move to the next highlighter. I'm sorry this is so like out of order, guys. I swear it's finals. I'm like a crazy person this week. I really don't know what else to tell you except finals is my excuse. I'm gonna just keep saying it. Then for blush, I'm gonna be using the Benefit Dandelion blush. This is my all-time favorite blush. I am such a natural looking person. I mean, like my makeup looks, I just prefer to be super natural looking. And this is just well loved, as you can see, but it's a really beautiful, really light, like ballerina pink almost. It's not like a baby pink. It's got a little bit of a sparkle in it. But I actually, when I do that creamy highlighter, I do like to put my blush over it because I think it mellows it out just a little bit. You can do it in reverse if you'd like, if you want a little bit more pop, but I am actually planning on using another highlighter now. So for this highlight, I'm gonna use this little fluffy brush. This is my Pro Smoky Feet, oh my god, Sephora Pro Smoky Crease brush. Really nice for like a light highlight. So I'm gonna use my Super Shock Cheek Lunch Money ColourPop. What is wrong with me today? I'm gonna be using the ColourPop highlighter in the shade Lunch Money. This is a really nice, a little bit gold. If you can see, it's like a white gold, so it's really pretty. It'll be perfect for a natural look. And I'm just gonna dab it onto this brush just a little bit. I'm gonna pick just the places that I just want that little extra highlight. Why do I talk so broken in these? And then I'm gonna just go over this just very, very lightly because I don't want it to be too much. And then I'm going to take a little bit more and just go, again, very lightly. I always say lightly because especially if you're doing a natural look, you really don't want a lot of product to come out at once because then you kind of have to work backwards. At least this way it comes out and then you can apply more. Okay. Forgot again. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow Gel in the shade 3. This is the medium shade. And this is all I'm going to do on my eyebrows because I really do not love to sit there and fill in my eyebrows. And I think for someone who needs that really easy but really pretty look, this is about as easy as it gets. It is so easy to use this. I really don't think you could ever mess this up. All you do is very lightly run it through your eyebrows. I kind of go in the general upwards direction. And then that's it. Now we can move on to setting spray. You can choose whatever setting spray you want. Obviously, that's the same throughout the entire video, but I just like to say that because at certain products that I'm using, there's so many comparable items that you really don't have to use what I'm using. A new favorite of mine is the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. Don't get freaked out that you're gonna look like a sparkling little diamond in the picture when everybody else looks more normal. You're gonna look like you're just way too radiant or too shiny. This is not gonna do that, but it is gonna help to, first of all, set your makeup. This is an important step, especially for prom. Don't miss it because it will make your makeup last all day. And this is just really, really pretty. It just finishes it off. Oh, again, don't inhale. Don't inhale. You guys can see it definitely just helped pick up the highlight a little bit, set it, and it's super light. And then last but not least, let's do lips. If you have a lip scrub, use whatever you'd like. I personally really like the Lush Mint Juleps lip scrub, and I recently just did it today, so I don't think I need to do it again. That is a really easy little additional step that I think once you start doing it, you realize that you really can't not do it anymore. So I'm gonna be using the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip. This is a new favorite of mine. This is in the shade Likely. I love this stuff. Satin lip is kind of like a mix of like the consistency of like a matte lip, but gives you a little bit more like shine. All right, so this is a very beautiful lip color. It's very nude, so it's perfect for the natural look. If you want something that's gonna give you a little bit more shine, I have the perfect top coat. I use it absolutely like every day. I do my makeup, which I know I don't do it very much. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, I just tell you guys about how much I don't wear actual makeup, but I love it so much. I'm gonna be using the Sephora High Shine Gloss in the number 14. It's a natural look, at least that's what it says, a lip gloss, and I've been using this forever, and I swear it goes perfect over every shade that I've ever used. It's crazy. It just really like does something to it. So this is the finished look, guys. I hope that you guys find this video helpful, and I hope that you guys have a great time at prom. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.